Hi guys, it's Chamriko here. Today I'm going to explain how to get into a UK university. I'll talk about all admissions requirements you need to know about in order to make a successful application. Welcome back to our channel where we talk about education in the UK and abroad in general. And as some of you might know, in the past I worked at uni admissions here in the UK, and now I'm a co-founder and education consultant at Fast Track Education. So I work with students applying to UK unis on a daily basis, and the first question they ask me, what do they need to do in order to get into a UK university? So today you will get an answer. So let's get started. The list of required documents is not as long as you might think. First of all, you have to provide a filled-in application form along with your personal statement. And as I already said in the past, the more prestigious the university where you're applying for is, the more important your personal statement is. And some time ago I made this video with the best tips how to write a successful personal statement. The link is on the screen and in the description box below, so if it's interesting for you, please do check that video. Next thing, you have to provide your certificate and transcripts from your previous place of study, and good grades are so important for the UK university, so make sure that your GPA matches requirements for the program. All UK universities will also ask for references or recommendation letters, as some might call them. Usually they ask for 2 references, especially if you're applying for a master level program. And students who are applying for MBA programs and those of you who are over 25 years old will be asked for to provide a CV, as universities will expect you to have some work experience by now. And also it is worth mentioning that if you're applying for creative programs like let's say art and design, fashion, photography, then you have to show a portfolio of your recent work. And of course, do not forget to enclose a copy of your passport. And by the way guys, I'm going to make a checklist of these documents, put it in a nice document. So if you wanna download it, please do so. The link is on the screen and in the description box as usual. This document will make your life so much easier. So this is all concerning documents, but that is not all you need to do in order to get into a UK university. So what's next? Guys, if English is not your first language, then you will be required to provide a proof that your English level is good enough to understand lectures, write assignments, and communicate with other students. And for those purposes, you have to take IELTS. Of course, everyone heard about IELTS test. It is an essential requirement for all UK universities. So if you are from a non-English speaking country, you must take this test, and I advise you to start preparing for it as soon as possible. By the way, we have this great video on our channel, how to prepare for IELTS in just 7 days. I will link it here, so please follow the link. Many of you also ask what score you need in IELTS to get into a UK university. Well, that depends on a university and on a program. Some programs like let's say law, medicine, journalism, they might require a higher than usual score. And of course, top universities want a slightly higher score. But if we talk about on average, majority places will accept you with overall score of 6.5, but I have to warn you guys that UK universities, they look not just at your overall score, but also at individual score at 4 different components of the test. So make sure that when you're taking your test, you score at least 6 in each component of the test. For some of of you, next step in admission process might be an academic interview. So if a university likes your application, then you might be invited for an interview, and this most likely to happen if you're applying for medicine, top universities, or master level programs, especially MBA. If you live in the UK or you're currently in the UK, then you would be asked to attend in person. And if you are an international student, then most likely your interview will be either over the phone or via a Skype video call. And the length of the interview might be anywhere between 15 to 45 minutes, and you will be asked all sorts of questions, but most of them are going to be based on your personal statement. Of course, you will also be asked to talk about yourself, justify your program choice, and talk about your future career plans. And these are so-called typical questions for the interview. But some universities, especially top universities and Oxbridge in particular, are notorious for asking really random, tricky questions. And the purpose of that is to see how you can think logically, quickly under time pressure, and find creative solutions for the problem. And I was actually thinking to make a video about academic interview and what kind of questions students get to ask. And I have two choices. One is to make a video about typical questions that you get asked in most universities. And the second choice is to make a video about these tricky questions that you get asked in top universities, especially in Oxford and Cambridge. So the question is for you guys, which video you would prefer? Do you want to know about typical questions or tricky questions? And please let me know in the comments down below, and depending on what you prefer, I will make a next video. Most UK universities do not have entry exams as such, so you would be judged based on your high school or university grades. However, some programs like medicine, law, MBA and Master in Finance might require some additional exams, as well as if you want to apply to top universities, and by top I mean probably top 5 UK universities, then you might be asked to take a separate admission tests. Some of them do have separate admission tests, so be prepared for that. But if we're not talking about the specific programs or a few top universities in the UK, then the majority of them do not require any exams whatsoever. Before I end this video, I want to ask you guys what you personally find the most difficult about UK university admissions process. Let me know. Is it IELTS or confusing documents, academic interview, or anything else? Write me a comment below letting me know what you are struggling with, and I will make sure that I make a video covering that topic. So this is your chance to ask a question and get the answer. So please don't be shy, comment down below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. This is a channel for international students where we talk about education in the UK and education abroad in general. We share the best tips, provide you useful information. So please subscribe to our channel, and I will see you next week.